We're in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We treated ourselves to a very fancy apartment for the next few nights. It's got a sky pool. Hopefully we can go up there and show you in a bit. And it's got this really cool view of the famous Petronas Towers, which is good. We got here yesterday.
Yeah, we came from Penang, or Georgetown, Penang Island, and we spent a few nights there. We didn't really film too much, although we did film a couple of the nights, which was hard to sleep, to say the least.
Right outside our window, there was a Chinese festival for the Hungry Ghost celebration, and they basically burnt a massive paper. I don't even know what it was.
Yeah.
It was really cool, but really loud. So we'll try and put some clips in.
Hello from Georgetown, Penang. We just arrived at our hostel, dormitory, and this is what we got to sleep with tonight. So it's night 2 here in Georgetown, and well, it's like what, 1 in the morning?
It's
12:30.
And along our road there's a lot of celebrations going on. I think it's a Chinese celebration for the Hungry Ghost.
Yeah.
They've been having live music play all night, and they've been playing drums and doing loads of shows, but now it looks like they're setting up a massive paper. I don't know what it is.
I'm not even sure. It's like yeah. They're just laying down this blanket now. They've been literally stacking it with so much paper in the last few minutes.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I think we're speechless. Like, this is right outside our window, which is one of the probably coolest things we've managed to stumble across. Bear in mind, it's been one of the loudest 2 nights in a row now. Like, crazy loudness.
I'm so hot right now.
It's so hot. The flames literally just pummel to the sky.
How can they do this in the middle of the street?
Honestly, it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, it literally burned. I think it just burnt into smithereens in like seconds.
I filmed it on my phone.
Yeah, in seconds. Wow. What an amazing experience that was.
I just want to see what this is going to look like in the morning.
Yeah, like a pile of ashes.
This morning we woke up and we came outside and there were like 2 big giant logs in the road burning stuff. They were like cinders. So I wonder if it'd just be like that.
Maybe, yeah.
It's nice to be back in a city because we've been in Ireland for like the last couple months really. We even had a Nando's last night, which was so good. And I think we're just gonna have a look at the city today. Maybe check out the Petronas Towers and some of the parks and stuff. And then maybe tomorrow we can head over to the Batu Caves, which is like a really famous Hindu spot here. But yeah.
Yeah, first up, Roti.
breakfast.
Delicious.
Some roti canai. We've learned how to actually say it now. We keep calling it roti canai, but it's roti canai.
Yeah.
And what did you have?
I had the roti barong, I think.
Barong.
I think it's barong, yeah, barong, which is basically 2 cracked fried eggs inside like a bed of roti, which they make in like a circle, which was so nice.
And then they give you like these curries, like lentil dals and spicy curry to dip it into, which is like the best part.
The curry is like easily the best bit, yeah, it's so tasty. And then we also got a tea tarik, which is just hot tea with like a bit of sweetness to it as well. Almost like an English breakfast tea, but with sugar, right?
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Good.
Super cool, nice place. Eating with the locals, everything, and super cheap.
So
That
cheap.
cost us 9 ringgits 20, I think, which in British pounds is like £1.50, £1.60. So for 2 people as well. I'm sure highlight for 2
crazy.
people £1.50. So that's like 75p a breakfast. So yeah, so affordable. Such a good way to start your morning. And now we're off to the Petronas Towers. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to walk to the Petronas Towers and maybe see if we can go. I think there's a shopping centre at the bottom, so see if we can
have a little explore.
have a look in there. Let's
Let's go.
We can see the towers. Not far. It's so cloudy you can barely see them.
So cloudy.
They look very tall from here.
We're not sure if they're open today to actually go inside, but hopefully the shopping centre, is it? Below it is open? At least we can go in there maybe.
It's a Monday today and it seems like a lot of things in Malaysia are shut on Mondays, so
Yeah, definitely.
hopefully, if not, we can just stare at them from afar. So if anyone that doesn't know, which I mean probably most people do know, the Petronas Towers were the tallest buildings in the world from 1998 to 2004 until the Burj Khalifa is it in Dubai?
Yeah, I think so.
Overtook it.
I didn't realise it was 2004 though, that's interesting. I thought the Burj Khalifa was built like 10 years ago or something.
And then you were saying that they're still
the tallest twin towers in the world, I want to say.
Yeah.
Definitely in Asia anyway. But
Yeah. I mean,
believe
they're
in the world.
huge. Look how tall these are. Whoa. We've just come to the top of this walkway to get to the city centre of Kuala Lumpur, and you've got to walk through this really cool steel bridge. You can actually see like the whole of the centre of the city from here. That really tall building over there is the KL Tower. I think you can go up to the top of that as well. And yeah.
Started raining a little bit, but it should be good. We should get there in time.
Yeah, it's really cool because you can see from the side behind the camera is like super modern, really high rise, and then if you go round to the other side, it's like all the older, smaller buildings.
Housing, things like that.
Yeah, this seems more like where people would live, and then the other side seems more like where people would work. We made it!
We're here.
They are so tall! Whoa! Wow. This is really cool. You have a Mercedes car into the roof. That's so cool! Oh my god, that's so cool.
So it seems like they're celebrating 50 years of Petronas.
It looks like it. The mall in here is huge.
So big.
But it's all like really fancy designer brands, so I don't think we'll be doing any shopping right now. We found a Marks and Spencer's, and they do everything that they do back at home.
You need a bit of custard cream.
We're getting some Percy Pigs because they're on offer. Everything else is kind of expensive though.
Yeah.
So we've just come out the back now because we want to walk through the park, and there's a massive fountain. This is so cool. Hopefully, I think we can walk down this way into the park. So we're actually walking through the park. It is raining, but look how cool this view is. Whoa.
It's very nice actually. It's a nice park. It's not that busy. Probably though because it's just rain, but
Yeah.
it's
They've got like a running track down here, so you can probably do your exercising in the morning. Everyone's cutting the grass down there.
excuse the noise.
We just said that it wasn't busy, and now it's busy. water fountain. Whoa! That's sick. That's so cool.
Right, so we're now going to move on and do a little bit of a city tour, heading into the other part of town.
Yeah.
And we're going to be getting, I'm not sure if it's the SkyTrain or the MRT, one of the two. We're going to find out when we get there. And yeah, see some of the sights around here.
Okay, so we just got onto the underground and you have to buy these little tokens. This is so cute.
It is the MRT, or in this case, LRT.
The LRT. And you just tap them like you would an Oyster card. This is so cool.
So cool, yeah.
And it costs
$160 for this journey. And we're going about 3-4 stops.
So 160.
No, 180, sorry, 180.
180 each. Each?
Yes.
That was super easy.
So convenient. Reminds you so much of Singapore and the MRT.
Yeah, I was going to say the same. It's exactly the same as the MRT in Singapore.
Yeah.
So super easy. So we're just walking around the town now and it looks so cool. Look, this is a textile museum. And I think that's an art gallery over there.
This is the Merdaka Square.
Oh, cool. The architecture is so cool here. We are stood in the corner of Independence Square.
They used to actually play cricket here. This actually used to have an England cricket team playing here on this square. I think 1886 or something they played cricket, which is really interesting. Doesn't happen anymore, that club's now disbanded or whatever. And also in 1957, when they gained independence from the British Empire, they dropped down the Union Jack and raised their own Malaysian flag.
But that's why it's called Independence Square, because they actually celebrate their Independence Day here every year. And it is literally surrounded by the coolest historical looking buildings.
Yeah, you've got National History Museums, mosques, textile museum, loads of things, right?
Yeah, you can have a wander around, see what other buildings we can find. All along the centre here, they're putting up all of these tents, and we just realised that Malaysian Independence Day is actually on the 31st of August, which is about 3 days away. Hopefully, when it actually happens, we can see some cool stuff.
Some parties or whatever.
Yeah, but we've managed to come down a little bit further now, and this is a bit more like it.
And
the massive green open space.
This must have been where they played cricket. You can actually see there's still a remnants. Maybe they actually still play cricket here or something. And they've actually got a bowlers pitch part where the ball goes and the bats
like
and
right
stuff.
over there.
Yeah, exactly. So, and funnily enough, a lot of people here are wearing full Malaysian outfits as well. There's some, kids and stuff and family over there in the distance that are also wearing like Malaysian outfits.
Oh, they look so cute. On this side of the square, there is what looks like a Tudor house. I have no idea what this is.
Maybe used for more restaurants and food hall now, it looks like.
Oh yeah, it looks like a restaurant. The one thing that we noticed here is there are flags everywhere and it looks so cool. Like on every single building there's a huge flag over there, massive flagpole there, all the flags on the buildings all along here.
Yeah, so
I think
many.
You were wondering if they're here all the time.
Yeah, I wonder if they are, or if it is just because of this month, because of this day coming up, that they've gone a bit more extra over the top. Or if it's always like that, because sometimes in these countries there's always flags present. So, we just got to the Medan Pasar, which actually means Old Market Square. And a lot of the buildings around here are from like the 19th century. And an interesting fact was that tin was actually discovered here in Malaysia.
Yeah, it's discovered just in the river. You can't actually see it from here, but there's a river literally just back that way.
Yeah.
It's discovered in there.
And that's what got the British interested, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Central Market and got ourselves some stickers. So yeah, definitely a place to check out when you're here anyway.
We are going to head back to the apartment now. We want to check out that rooftop pool, see if we can sit in it for sunset or something.
What a view! So this is our rooftop pool on top of our apartment. Yeah, it's freezing cold, but it's such a nice view. Just come here at like almost sunset, I suppose.
The view is so cool because you've got all of these buildings of the city, and then right over there you've got a massive mountainscape.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So we're actually really close to the Petronas Towers.
You can see them lighting up blue.
You can see them lighting up. Probably can't see them, but they are lighting up blue. And then over here, we found out today, this blue building
Looks like a walkie-talkie.
looks like a walkie-talkie. Is actually apparently the second largest building in the world, which I didn't realise. Just behind the Burj Khalifa. And we thought the Petronas Towers were probably the second, or they were used to be the tallest towers. So I don't know what the order is anymore. But yeah.
But it was only finished 2 years ago, or was it last year?
2023 this was, I think, yeah. Hello. Nice. Right, so it's the next day and we are at the Batu Caves.
Indeed. There's 272 steps, I think, that we're going to have to climb all the way up this mountain. But it looks really cool already. It looks so colourful.
Yeah.
The only thing that we're nervous about is that there's so many monkeys over there.
There is a lot of monkeys.
And we don't like the monkeys because they're going to steal our stuff. So I've already taken my sunglasses off.
They are grabbing everything. They look like
They look a bit.
woken up this morning ready for a fight.
They were just fighting with all the pigeons down there. So.
Yeah.
There's so many pigeons everywhere as well. I think people are buying like loads of bird food to feed them, so there are so many pigeons and so many monkeys everywhere.
Okay, so we're at the steps now. We're going to start climbing up, get to the top.
Ooh, look at those. They're so colourful. I'm so scared right now. There are so many monkeys just hanging around and they all look like they're scouting you out to steal stuff. It makes the whole experience a little bit stressful, I can't lie.
Okay, probably like 150, maybe 200 steps.
I think we're about
almost
halfway.
to the top. Yeah.
This is hard. It's steep.
It's steep. We made it.
To the top. Whoa. That was so steep and so stressful.
Oh my god.
The monkeys here are absolutely on a rampage.
They're ready for their morning breakfast treat, which is a slice of human flesh.
Oh. But apart from that, this is so cool. This cave is massive. Wow. We just come into the cave and it is huge. And there are so many temples. It is amazing. And they've got like more colourful steps.
Okay, so these caves, the Batu Caves, are 400 million years old. Obviously the steps weren't here then and stuff, but...
Yeah, super old. Sorry, I just saw there's a cat up there and a chicken. The amount of random animals that are here, where are they all coming from? So it's actually completely free to come and see the Batu Caves.
Yeah.
And you can walk all the way up to all the different temples. The only thing that you might want to pay for is if you pay for any offerings for the gods.
There's like coconuts you can offer, fruits, even lamp. It's quite high prices for some of the things as well.
That was really cool.
Yes.
I think we're going to head down these steps now, get away from all the monkey madness.
Good time to come in the morning though, much cooler and
definitely.
probably less busy than it would be later on. So
yeah, I think even if it's not busy, even if it's less busy in the morning, it's just worth it for the weather.
Yeah,
because those steps are so steep.
Yeah, very steep. Now we got to go down them, which I think is worse actually than climbing up.
Yeah. I think I'm going to put my camera away as well because it's monkeys. That was so cool. The caves up there were so cool.
So nice. I thought when you walked at the top, you just sort of stood on a ledge. I didn't realise you actually went into the caves. You were allowed to go in without paying, so they're so nice you could do that.
Yeah, I think the only thing maybe about this is just the amount of animals everywhere, the monkeys and the pigeons. It's just, it kind of puts a little bit of a dampener on it. Just like, if you come, don't feed them. Just don't feed the monkeys so that it doesn't encourage them, because
I think you see a lot of people feed them right here.
Yeah.
And I just think if you come in here, don't bring food in your bags, stuff like that, because it always attracts them. But you know, we had a fun experience today. There wasn't any problems that we saw. They were just eating so much little food, like little packets of Milo and coconuts and things like that. They just
monkeys should not be eating chocolate and things like that. So apart from that, this is a really cool experience.
So we're gonna head back now. We're gonna go check out Chinatown a little bit later. It's our last day here in Kuala Lumpur, sadly. Really, really lovely place, and definitely we'll come back. Okay, so it's our last night here in Kuala Lumpur. We have gone to Chinatown to get some food, and I got myself a char kway tway, I think is that
Chow Chow. We're not sure how to pronounce it.
Yeah, Malaysian dish, usually served with shrimps, I believe. But chicken, and you got vegetarian, right?
Yeah, I got a vegetable one this time.
And tomorrow we're off to Kota Kinabalu. Borneo, right? Yeah.
Beaches. Yeah. We're going to the whole other side of Malaysia.
Let's try this. Well, that's well good.
It's
Really
right.
nice.
It's like a pad see ew,
Yeah.
but they do it a little bit spicier.
And less thicker noodles, right?
And and like thinner noodles, maybe a bit more like pad thai noodles. This is definitely our favourite Malaysian dish so far, apart from the rotis in the morning. But this is a good one.
It's a highlight, for sure.